So let's just go ahead and click on floor plan so we can view the sort of main interface for dealing with drawing. So this, of course, is one of our floor plans. This is all live from the DWG. You'll note that it's sort of like a Google Maps-y effect that, when we zoom in, things will resolve. So this is not just a picture. This is the actual vector detail of, the DWG. So if you have extremely large floor plans or, some stuff with a lot of detail, you can always zoom in. You will not lose that detail. So a couple more notes about just sort of general interface for the Space Manager. Tools over here sort of changing the way we're interacting with our drawing. And then over here, we've got our queries. So right now it's configured to show our occupancy plan. So this is a labeling query. And you'll see that we also have a space occupancy status, and this is a highlight query. So, and I can do various things. For example, I can, toggle these things on and off. I can actually add various queries manually if I'd like, etc. So clicking on any of these spaces here will give me information on the right that is relevant to my current task. So what is my current task? Well, currently I'm working with occupancy. So right now, this is basically telling me, whether or not I have people assigned here. You'll see if I move over to this other one, it tells me who is actually seated in that location. But there's a lot more that we can do other than just occupancy. You'll see that we have a series of 6 buttons over here. These are 6 common tasks for space management. And depending on what your needs are, there may be more or there may be fewer. So for example, flooring, if you want to establish, certain spaces have carpet or whatever. You can also deal with customization. Actually, it'd be easier if I come back here to the legend. So here's all of our various categories that have been set, as well as, who owns what spaces and some information about equipment. So depending on what it is that I have selected over here, if I click on one of these spaces, the form is configured basically for that specific thing. Now, again, there's lots of stuff on the back end though. So for example, if I want to come to, the sort of more complete view of the space details, I can always do that as well. So let's just see how I can make some changes here. Let's say I want to set this as carpet. So I save that, and now you'll see that my little legend has updated there. I can also click on multiple spaces in order to affect, various changes all at once. So again, I can do things like setting my status. So we'll say that that's all carpet as well. And so again, that'll just update immediately and give me my legend over there. Some other things you can do is you can measure distances on this drawing. You can also measure areas. So not only can you, of course, click on any of these spaces and see how much space is actually in there right now. Maybe you wanted to divide some sort of space up and you want to be able to tell like, well, okay, but how much space is that going to leave me with? Okay, well, that's going to be 377 square feet. So you may have access to CAD yourself, but not everybody is going to be CAD aware per se. And so this kind of an interface can be provided for people to be able to go in and do these kinds of measurements and things themselves.